Actually, this is where it gets better. Well, that's definitely got some nice power to it. Well, how's it going, JDM crew? John here from JDM EXPO with something a little more peppy than usual. Yes, you're looking at the interior of a Lancer Evolution. And it's not that old. I mean, I guess by now it's around 20 years old, but this is actually the EVO 6. More commonly known as an EVO 6.5 or the Tommi Makinen edition. So that Finnish rally driver won 4 championships way back. And to celebrate Mitsubishi's famed driver, they made this special edition commemorating his achievement. So pretty cool. Funny enough, I did see an article saying that he didn't own his own version of the car, but he definitely raced some of the best versions of it in WRC, so I guess that's fair. Yeah, being an EVO, roughly about 300 horsepower-ish. Officially rated at about 280. And so you guys know that the EVOs, they were always boosting really good. They were tuned really well out of the factory. Maybe a little too well. They're a blast to drive. So with 2.0 liter turbo and 4-wheel drive, oh man, is it a lot of fun. So the this edition in particular, as you can see, I've got a Momo interior here. I'll give you guys a more detailed tour in a little bit. We've got Momo steering wheel and shift knob here. I got Recaro seats that have stitching for Tommi Makinen to commemorate this version. And well, the interior in general is just fantastic. Like, no cracks in the dash. Carpets are pretty decent. Just a little bit of wear on the passenger side where, like, it's just so clean. It's got about 96,000 kilometers on the clock, so not really much in terms of 20-year-old cars. And you might want to know with the tuning, we do have a couple of mods on here from the previous owner, but nothing too crazy. We've got intake and some better plumbing for the intercooler. But one cool thing about this is that it does have a titanium turbine on the turbo, so it spools up a bit faster, a little more responsive. I mean, so it revs up real nice. Yeah, just overall, this is definitely a firm ride, that's for sure. If any of you guys have ever driven any other EVOs, depending on where you are in the world, usually the late 90s and into the 2000s with like the EVO 7 and 8, yeah, pretty firm suspension. But I mean, and also this one being the Tommi Makinen, it's got a little bit more tighter steering ratio, so a little bit more responsive, so just a little bit of a flick, you're all over the place, so definitely be careful for that. But yeah, AC and the heater's all good. We got a Sony audio deck here. I'm not really sure if you guys care about that, but we do have a couple of Grady components on here. Got the Profec B Spec 2. Actually, this is where it gets better. So definitely is a little bit better when it comes to that sound. You know, you definitely hear it. But overall, really good response. Definitely hear those brakes. So we got Brembos all around, so you definitely stop as fast as you can go. So that's what's really fun about this EVO in general. Definitely goes. And for those of you guys that love tarmac, this is definitely set up for it. So one other good thing about this is that it does have lowered suspension just a little bit over the other EVOs. And with the body trim and everything, like, it's really meant to go. We've also got the little double wing in the back, so get that downforce that you need. And as you can tell, this is definitely an EVO. Definitely love the sound. Hear that spooling. It's just, whew, love that tone. I think the only thing better than hearing that sort of spooling would be individual throttle bodies on a really well-tuned NA engine going around 11,000 RPM. It's probably the only thing that's a little better than this. But this definitely has the response that you guys would be really into. I mean, to hit up into the mountains with one of these, or to hit any curvy roads, perfection. All right, guys, I'll give you the walk around on the outside. This looks as good as it sounds, and it runs just fantastic. Well, here we go to look at this stunning interior here. As you can see, the Tommi Makinen edition. So we got Recaro seats here, and a really flawless dash. And well, let's just check the mileage here real quick. 96,000. And so yeah, everything on here is really awesome. So we do have a Sony audio deck here. It's the 2 DIN size one there, so a little bit more there. You could have a Navi system if you wanted to. We've got this Profec 2. Is that Spec B? What's that say? There it is, Spec 2. Yep, Profec B Spec 2. Got this Momo shift knob, Momo steering wheel, and it's a little bit chilly, that's why I'm not getting out just yet, but I just wanted to show you the rest of the interior though. This red and black looks really good, and the exterior is also red, as you can kind of already see there. And here we go with the interior. Just in general is really good. Headliner's perfect. So pretty much everything that we got here is in great shape. I guess I'll have to step outside now, but yeah, all the carpets and everything else. I mean, there's just a little wear from being used, but this car was definitely enjoyed. And so this car was made in multiple color trims. They were all following the Tommi Makinen Mitsubishi style. So in the different rally cars that he drove, the different versions of this basically mimic that color scheme. So let's see, this just looks really good. This one is the NK white wheels all around, and you can see that lowered stance here. It's just a little bit lower than the regular version. So some people like to call this the EVO 6.5 or the TME for Tommi Makinen edition. And just look at that aggressive stance and body lines there. Nice flared out fenders, side skirts and mud flaps. So all around, this thing just, it's a real looker. I'll dig in under the hood here in just a moment after we finish this quick walk around. And so these weren't sold in the States. A lot of you guys know that it started off with the EVO 7 with the 2003 models. I remember when that happened. I was able to test drive them, but I mean, these older ones, the EVO 5 and 6, I still think are way better body size, and it's not huge like those later versions. Look at that. As you can see, the brakes and everything, the whole setup is really fantastic. Yeah, let's just have a quick look. I'll show you the trunk first, then we'll get to that engine bay. As you can see, we got some reinforcement there. Just really clean all around. And of course you can see we got plenty of downforce. That's adjustable too, so if you wanted to get a little bit more, then you could definitely do that. This nice vented hood here. Let's see what's underneath. There we go. 4G63 right there. It's definitely opened up a little bit. You can definitely hear it, and I definitely really like how fast it spools. It's just really pleasant. That response. There you go, some chassis numbers there for you to check out if you're interested in more information. And there's the plate with some additional specs on there. So as you already know, if it's WRC, it's probably around 2 liter, following their regulations. You can see coilovers all around. 2 liter turbo, putting out plenty of horsepower, rated for around 300-ish, but as you can tell, it's probably not. Blitz radiator. So definitely, this is, it's obviously meant to move. That's the whole reason why. Even when the 2003s came out, I completely avoided it. Test drove it, and I just figured, nope, no more tickets. And this one was, I would probably say, is just the same. It's way too fun to drive. As you can see, the intercooler action there is pretty strong. It's not a huge volume, but it definitely, you're able to spool up and get that response real quicker, which it's more like the rally pedigree that this is from anyway, so it's definitely where it counts. Got some shielding there, and there we go. Just absolutely beautiful. Look at that aggression though. If you got this chasing you down and you see this in your rear view, you might not see it there for long, depending on which car you have. These things could just blast through. Definitely like this one. Alright, there you guys have it. The EVO 6.5. It's getting a little bit chilly here, but I feel warm in my heart for this beautiful EVO. Just stunning performance, absolute beauty, and it's really nice to see this bit of rally history though. Definitely when it comes to the Subis and the EVOs, I love the rivalry, and I definitely love the late 90s when WRC was just hot and everything was a blast to drive. I mean, even if you go into the Euro rally cars, they were awesome too, but just the rivalry between the Lance Revolution and the Impreza, it's just, it was unlike anything else before. I mean, yeah, the Supra and the Skyline was pretty cool too, but I mean this, when any terrain was your battlefield, that was awesome. Alright guys, well if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, please contact our sales team. Email us info@jdm-expo.com. You can also send us a direct message on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and our sales team will be able to get back to you within about 24 hours or so. And this isn't going to be around for long, that's for sure. There's definitely a lot of rally fans out there. I know a couple of you guys have been calling us about Subis as well. Don't hesitate to ask them about this. They can also let you know about the import process depending on your region in the world. And definitely bring one of these dream JDM cars to your home. Alright guys, well as always, thanks for stopping by, and make sure to subscribe for more content. You can check out some of our other awesome rally cars that we've had in the past, especially some of the Lancias. I mean, there's no end to it. These are all epic cars. And well guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll just show you a little bit more about this.